Books often take us away to other worlds and places, but today we're getting a preview of one that reflects home, albeit in a very different way. Veil, a brand new title in the sci-fi horror section, is set largely at Purdue and in West Lafayette. The local connections don't end there. The best-selling author behind the book is local too. Joining us now is writer Jonathan Janz, better known as Craig Schaefer here. Before we dive into your book, I want to talk about the double life, teacher by day, author by night. How do you juggle it all?
It is a lot some days, but I think that I always keep the teaching at the fore, and then I write and edit as much as I can and do the publicity whenever I can. But I think as long as I prioritize the teaching first, it kind of sorts itself out.
So for those who don't know you, where do you teach?
I teach at West Lafayette High School, junior, senior high school, and I teach 8th grade through seniors.
Okay, well, the topic of the day is Veil, your 19th book. Can you tell us about the storyline?
Yes, it begins with people being abducted by something invisible, and we're not sure what's doing it. The main character's son is taken in the first scene, so that's not too extreme a spoiler since it happens right away. And pretty soon these disappearances are global. And eventually it becomes like an apocalyptic event. And the main character loses basically everybody that he loves and becomes desperate, as are all the other people who have lost loved ones. Over at Purdue, they have figured out a way to see the creatures, or at least they think they have. There is a person who had a catastrophic car accident, and he is the only one who can see them in the world. And by replicating his brain injury, they believe that they can see the creatures, do battle with them, and get their loved ones back. So my main character is one of the 5 volunteers for this extremely dangerous experimental procedure.
I'm glad you mentioned Purdue because that's one of the unique elements of this. When local readers look at this, what will we recognize?
Oh my goodness, so much. So we live 4 blocks or 5 blocks from Purdue, and so the house in the novel is our house over in the Hills and Dales neighborhood. I went to Purdue for both my undergrad and my graduate work. And so this place to me is like a second home. So we have the Union, the Stewart Center, the tunnels under the campus. The physics building is where a lot of that's where the procedure is going to take place. The Neil Armstrong Building, Mackey Arena, Vaughn's Books. My main character is a science teacher, a high school science teacher, but he also owns a bookstore, which is called the Constant Reader Cafe, because he's a big Stephen King fan, and Stephen King's readers are known as constant readers, but it's really Vaughn's. And I got to tell the owner of Vaughn's this the other day, and he was so cool and so excited. Yeah.
So this one generating a lot of buzz already. I hear there might even be a movie in the works at some point.
I would love for there to be. My movie and TV representation right now is in talks, so nothing is definitive yet, but I think that it's very possible that it could be optioned at some point in the near future. And if that were to happen, that would be a lot of fun.
What does it feel like as an author when you finally see it hit print?
Well, it's funny, it's changed over time. And when I first started to see my books in print, it was just terrifying because I was so afraid. I was afraid to go near them because if I opened the book, I was sure I'd find a dozen mistakes and a lot of things I wanted to change. Now it's gotten to the point where I just kind of get excited. So for Veil, one unique piece of excitement, a lot of my books are audiobooks, and a lot of them are really, really good. This one particularly, there's a narrator named John Perhala who has been nominated for it's an Audi Award. It's the Oscars of audiobooks. He's been nominated 3 years in a row. He won 1 year. He is an extraordinary actor, and I've just been listening to my own audiobook just to hear him. So it's been so much fun.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And remember, you can find Veil in print in your local bookstore, as well as on audiobook and ebook too.